Hey everyone, it's Queen Evangeline, and we're back with another video. I have been quite some time, and I do apologize. I will try and be more consistent. Um, I was actually supposed to do the second part for the testimony, but I figured that I'd do this video. I think I'll do the testimony when it's much more fitting or when I feel late to do that. Um, this video is, as you can see from the title, is based on overcompensating. And I feel the need, as a survivor, that there's this constant need to over-explain and overcompensate in my daily life and social interactions. And I'm sure some of you can relate to me and why I do that. Um, Honestly, I never know how people respond to me when I meet them in a public space and so forth. Um, I've written a piece based on overcompensating and over explaining. Um, on this day, today is the 13th of February, and I had this feeling, or my intuition had spoken to me and proved me right. And as you all may know, that the dude or the guy that I was in an abusive relationship with was someone who sings and is well known, and we used to go to the same church, which I no longer attend. For obvious reasons, because it's quite triggering and traumatizing if I have to walk in the building and he's there. And people don't understand that. They think that, that I'm hiding because I'm guilty or I lied, and on the contrary, that's not the case. And so they had a special celebratory service today, and I kind of found they rendering an item in song, and I was right. And it's just the principle behind the whole idea, whether or not he was singing, but just the principle, the idea that there was that he was an agreement that he is allowed to do that, given the fact that he's a rapist, that he abuses, but still he's so welcomed into the church, and me, who is the victim, has been ousted. And it shouldn't be like that. And um the church should be a place where you could find refuge, but that's not the case. And I literally burst into tears when when I saw his name on the program. And whether it happened yesterday or 6 months ago or a year ago, it still cuts deep, it hurts. So let me just read this poem, or writing piece rather, and it's entitled Overcompensating. It reads as follows. I'm trying to speak on the feeling of overcompensating. I put myself in a box, thinking that people also put me in a box. I don't know what people might think when they see me, so I have the need to explain. Hey, I got raped because of so and so and so. Whereas I don't even need to explain this. Instead, the world owes us this. The world owes us safe spaces free of judgment to tell our stories. I think the need to over-explain also stems from the period from which I had come out and told my story, or the timing thereof. But the timing also should not matter. I just had a breakdown a year after I left my abusive boyfriend, who felt the need to rape me again because he felt that he owed me. The need to explain because the guy I dated, or rather the nature or type of person I dated, was a womanizer. Does that make me a whore? I feel the need to explain because of the horrible looks I get. It hurts me and it shouldn't, because those dirty looks are the shame I felt when I was raped. I feel the need to explain because I do not attend church like I used to. I mean, I don't want to go to the same church where I found my abuser in. But no, they think that I ran away and hid in shame because I told lies. Little do they know. They need to explain because I never know what to say in social interaction. My mind works over time. Will they treat me like a victim? Will they treat me like an egg? Will they treat me like a normal human being? They need to explain as the dude that abused me and my ex knew one another. Even a year after I broke up with the guy who abused me, I was the bad guy because I cheated. Even though I'd been so silent about the abuse for the longest time. They need to explain because the guy who abused me was a singer who ushered everybody into heavenly realms. How dare I accuse him of such an atrocity? They need to over-explain because I stayed loyal to someone who raped me repeatedly, while in actual fact I was so traumatized that it left me numb. Do you get it? They need to explain that I can't for the life of me not get how I didn't report you after you raped me for the very first time. How you suffocated me. Damn. How I can never deal with trauma when it happens, only to break down one day, scream and cry, and wonder where it all went wrong, and wonder why everything hurts. Everything hurts, but I can't tell you why. The damn need to explain even when I don't even have the words to do so. They need to explain even though I should not, because what happened to me was never my fault. Love and light.